What up, peoples? It's a one Pinfall podcast. I'm Ricky. What's the deal? Here for another week. This is Daniel.
New Japan? Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I've been waiting a week to say that. No.
Go back to last week and watch Dan get me going so fucking bad during this podcast. I was ready to hop across the table and
you know,
choke
it was all because I thought someone on Twitter, I thought you told me someone on Twitter called that was just great.
I'm telling you, my drop board. I'm gonna have a fucking drop board of sounds.
Yes.
I thought someone on Twitter said and told you that New Japan was minor leagues. That's why, like, I started.
Yeah, no, they did. Yeah,
Okay,
and I'm just like, you like straight face me so fucking good.
I don't fucking like him.
I'll give it. I
can't stand him.
John's here. What up, John?
What's going on, yo?
John's here to help us all technical difficulties and non-difficulties. And will you Michael Bublé it up?
Oh, okay.
Stop being a bitch.
You know, it's funny. I couldn't help but notice that no matter what, no matter where you put that thing, it's always going to end up in the preview.
Yeah. So we've been trying to figure out a way not to have Michael Bublé in the preview photo. Thumbnail on the Facebook, and every time Bublé is just in there. He's just, oh, the weather outside is frightful. Oh, Bublé. So, where's the off-camera? Can you move Bublé to an off-camera space?
And that's good.
Christmas cheer is at this line. This line.
I hit the lighting.
So we're here for another week
Ricky,
of the WWE Universe bitching about wrestling, because that's what we do. We bitch about wrestling. We're here.
There's plenty of bitching from me this week, too.
We're here. Yeah, Dan's not happy with either Raw or SmackDown this week.
Not at all. Not worth my time.
A through F. What are you giving both of them?
Raw easily is an F.
Oh, Jesus.
And SmackDown, which is surprising, D-.
See, I feel like in your mind, Raw is the troubled kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't
He's
care.
failing every semester.
I'm the bad parent that's just like,
have
fuck
to go to he's gonna have to go to summer school. But
it's like Penguin to me. I'm going to throw him in the river. No.
SmackDown has a few semesters to kind of like shape their shit up for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're focusing too much on Shane McMahon. That's why it's really starting to like get to me.
Shane McMahon's ego.
Yeah, exactly. And like all the rumors that are swirling that we might read about.
Money.
Which sucks too. I like Shane. He's better. He's the best McMahon besides Vince.
I like Shane. I don't like Shane every week in major storylines all the time
like
because
he's the
not
biggest
Vince
name
McMahon.
on the block.
Yeah, he's not Vince
SmackDown.
McMahon.
No.
Neither of them are Vince McMahon.
No one can touch Vince McMahon.
And they're not going to be able to insert themselves inside the universe as well as he did.
No one's been close to McMahon since
Fuck
Austin.
Fuck him! Let's talk about Raw.
Jump right into that F show.
All right, so this Jason Jordan thing, man, they're trying to make us hate Jason Jordan, right?
And they have succeeded.
Yeah.
Because even the kids hate him now, it seems.
Not even the children.
No, yeah, exactly. And that's a huge hit for him. It's like, wow.
Yeah, well...
But, you know, I also don't understand, like, with this match, I mean, do you want, let's jump in the promo first and then do the match?
Yeah, we'll talk about
the promo. You know, it was good. I mean, he came out, he's not, I like him. I liked him when he was American Alpha. This whole storyline, I mean, I feel like he kind of got...
I feel like
on it.
Gable was the comedy relief to his like weird, awkward, serious. Not that he's horrible in the promo.
Oh, but he's terrible on that mic.
That's so.
And even his acting with his knee injury, I was just like, my God, someone that even look at Big Cass who did tear his like pectoral or his muscle in his leg there and everything.
Brian Edmonds, what's the deal, man? Making it in for the live show. Good to see you.
Thanks, Brian. The more viewers, the better.
Brian, post in the comments the name of your podcast as well. Brian's got a sick podcast, especially if you like hockey. If you're a hockey fan,
I like badmouthing the Bruins. I like badmouthing the Bruins. That's about it. And I don't even hate the Bruins.
But anyways, I like Joe with this promo though. Joe is my favorite part of this promo.
Joe has been really impressing me a lot. A lot of like Tim, I know, isn't a huge fan of Samoa Joe and everything. But
like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan, and for some strange reason, when he came back from that injury, he just worked for me at that time.
Yeah.
Especially
even before you didn't like him.
It's not that I didn't like him.
Lesnar, that whole setup.
Yeah, but I felt like all of it were quick dashes. You know what I mean? He never gets a good full run with anyone decent.
That's gonna
It's
be the
not. It's
trouble
not that I hated him. I just never really paid attention to him. I guess.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
see, I've been paying attention to him since TNA when he was over there. Like when they had big names and actually a decent show.
For real.
I like, I mean, there was one time I remember way back in the day. It was probably like 2003 or something like that, and they were Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were on TNA for like a one night appearance, and they had a third partner that they were keeping secret. Supposed to build it up that, oh my God, is it Hulk Hogan? Is it X-Pac? Is it someone from the Clique? And then it turns out, and it's just, it's Samoa Joe. And me and Andy were just like, who the fuck is Samoa Joe? And he just
Was
comes
he
out
Ring of Honor before that?
Yeah, he was. Yep. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And he still even did Ring of Honor while he was with TNA. TNA lets you do that kind of shit, kind of like New Japan ROH do now, where it's like you can have our title and go on their show.
We can't give you enough money to not wrestle for anybody else and make it worth your while. So why don't you go off and do your thing?
It's either you do this or we don't have you. So. But Joe is very. I like him. He's a heel, so I like him because I'm more of a villain lover than a.
And like I said, I love the random chokes from behind and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
And I like, something that another kind of big guy, Kevin Owens, not as big as Joe or anything, but he's vocal in the ring. He's vocal. Like,
right.
Yeah, you want to bring that to me?
quick.
Come on, bring it to me. Kevin Owens, that time when he made Roman Reigns crack up in the ring and everything, just choking him. Even if it's a live in or a TV show, it's great hearing them talk shit in the ring sometimes. Like, oh, that hurts, don't it?
Yeah, definitely. He's a definite mouthpiece. Even like he's sitting in the chair and Jason Jordan's talking shit and he's like, you want to take on me? Like, I was laughing pretty hard. Even the stink face Roman gives Jordan when he's like, oh, you're talking tough. He's just like,
please, rookie.
But yeah, and then to top it all off, so they make it say Jordan, and then they give him a pretty decent match against Roman Reigns.
Yeah, right, in time, and like everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus. And how far is this gonna go, though? Like, we all know eventually he's gonna turn on Kurt.
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna be like when Kurt's maybe wrestling Triple H or have a big match? I don't know, but it just needs to end. It needs to end, honestly, soon. Because the kid is a good wrestler. I bet he can do a lot.
Where does Jason Jordan go from here, though?
That's the problem.
That's such a weird drop-off from
he jumps
Kurt
into
Angle's
a group
son
of
to
Aiden English, basically.
Aiden English.
Even though Aiden English now has all of a sudden, which I'm going to talk about, he has a fucking career again.
Yeah.
And everything.
Well,
Rusev did.
they just need to pull it. It's the bag of gimmicks, like they say. They're just pulling shit out of their ass. But yeah, it was decent. And then to have Joe come in afterwards, I thought was a cool part of it. John Bublé.
Oh, I was just going to
Bublé.
I give the signal usually.
That's all right. That's Bublé.
I'm pointing to my phone.
John's doing technical things. He's hacking or something, right?
Yeah.
If you've seen Gleaming the Cube, I'm just kidding. That's nothing to do with computers.
I was going to say the only movie I've seen like that was Hackers way back in the day. Was that Angelina Jolie?
You know that movie about hackers?
Yeah.
Hackers?
Hackers.
Hackers?
What about Hackers?
Hackers?
I like Hackers.
Hackers? But anyways.
Yeah. We need a hacker on Jason Jordan. That's what we need.
Yeah, but I agree. Jason Jordan, get the fuck out of here.
I think he's screwed.
Get out of here.
But it sucks for him.
Should never broke up American Alpha.
No. Make it more believable and have it as Chad Gable instead.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially you have a guy.
We talked about that 4 months ago when this first happened, so we don't have to rehash that. It happened. We're over it now. I still like Gable better than Jordan, too.
What'd you think about Paige and Sasha?
Do you have to ask me what I think about Paige and Sasha? Okay, well, so the match. The match was great. I'm surprised. But I feel like Paige carried that match.
And
they, I do want to say...
Sasha looks stiff to me all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's definitely some things like... When you hit the ropes, I want to see it like you hit the ropes, not like you're and coming off just so slow. Sasha, she seems to run at the ropes, slow down, hit the rope, slow down, then run again. And it's like, that doesn't look smooth. I know that shit hurts. I know it's not real rubber rope. It's duct tape with like regular
with wire rubber.
Exactly. So I know it hurts.
Dan's going to go to the fucking...
You don't have to tell us. Look at Sheamus's back whenever he wrestles. He has lines all over it.
Because he's the whitest guy in the world.
Exactly.
Whitest guy in the world.
But yeah, I mean, the match was good, and I like how they gave him time. This week, I feel like Raw did give people time. It's just, it wasn't that good.
Brian's been watching Ring of Honor randomly. Have you seen the Beer City Bruiser?
No.
Oh, man.
It's on Nessun too. I always see it on like TV, and I'm like, I should watch it.
You got to check out the Beer City Bruiser. He's a fairly.
Is he anyone from other?
From another. Seen him anywhere else?
Like repackaged.
I can't.
No,
nothing I can think of. But a large dude, pretty large dude. I'm talking like, let's say a shorter Luke Gallows.
Oh, all right.
You know what I mean? Like he's just
shorter and wider.
Yeah, wider. Yeah. But he's hitting like frog splashes and shit. Ooh. Yeah, it's hilarious.
And you know how excited I got when that fat guy at Brockton did that jump off the top rope. And that was a very large, like round man like myself.
Commit to it on the air. Are we gonna go to Spindle City?
Is that the Rumble with the 2 matches?
Spindle
or
City
2
Rumble?
rings?
Yeah.
27th or 9th?
29th.
Was that a Friday?
Yes.
I'll probably go. Yeah, why not?
Yes. Spindle
Where
City Rumble.
River?
Fall River.
Okay,
yeah. Top Row Promotions. It's going to be sick.
Rings.
It was a 40-man Rumble, right?
Yeah.
With 2 rings. Dude, it's going to be
Man,
savage.
I hope, they might like have people cancel and they just have to ask people from the audience to jump in. And I'll be like, I will do it for free.
Yeah, just whip
I don't even have to do anything. I'm not going to do that. I don't. But, of course, they'll look at me and be like, well, you can actually go for a midget match since you're shorter than our midgets. Bastards.
Dan's got a deep-seated fucking grudge against that midget match.
I've been bullied my whole life about my height. No. I've been a bully.
Oh, man.
I'm a bad man. No. But Paige, Sasha, I'm glad they gave it to Paige, too. Like,
I feel like they had to after her getting a smack in the face last week. So she had to assert herself, snatch people bald. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
She still hasn't.
I'm not sold on Paige yet. So
no,
not yet.
What about her? Like, what are you not sold on?
I just don't. I feel like people hyped her up way too much to me before she came back. I just don't. I think she's.
So you never saw her before this?
Not really. No.
Watch some old NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, what she's saying and what their whole argument is true.
Yeah.
She was the start of a new. I mean, we've talked about that. She was the start of the new thing, but she's really a good wrestler if they give him time. This match, I feel like, even her moveset. I mean, think like one. She's on the level of Charlotte, I think, as a wrestler.
Right.
She could probably beat Nia Jax. But
yeah,
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, the best competition she probably has on Raw is Paige.
Yeah.
Besides Asuka, but Asuka, she gets shit matches and nothing.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But, give Paige a chance. She will. Her mic skills aren't the greatest. She's more someone that could have survived better PG-13 era than the kids era that we live in now. I mean, you even see her, like, WWE probably doesn't like her when she's like, I mean, I do.
She's gangbanging people in the back and shit.
Hey, she's single now. No more Del Rio.
Nick said he'd pay to see you wrestle.
He'd pay to see me wrestle? I will wrestle him. And I will pay him.
I will pay to see the
He doesn't remember the pool times, does he?
Oh, no.
No, I tried to put a sharpshooter on Nick in a pool.
That's a good way to drown you, brother.
Exactly. I mean, I rock bottomed him plenty of times. But, it's just
a
for
good
fun.
brother.
That's what brothers are for, man. Kick each other's asses. Although the bigger brother's supposed to kick the little brother's ass, and my big brother's a little bitch. No.
God.
Thank you for watching, Nick. I love you.
Yeah, Nick brings up a good point. I can see Paige's little Absolution posse eventually turning on her.
Oh, they have to.
Because they have to assert
When was the
themselves
last time they had a
eventually.
posse that didn't eventually turn on each other? Or just disband?
Nah. I'm not a fan.
No.
Elias and Braun, though.
This is where the F came in. And not just what the
Nobody touches my Elias.
No, but come on. We both thought, hey, he had a good match with Roman. Oh, he had a...
I don't want to die making this podcast.
Literally, the life flashes in your...
I'm sure this will break before anything on you breaks. Just a cheap thing.
It's just for the bow, too. Michael Bublé, you have your power over John.
Bublé has spoken.
But what the fuck? has a great match last week, even though he loses, and now he gets fed to the dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he didn't even lose because there was no fucking outcome to this match. Kane shows up and ruins everything with his terrible... You know what I wish? I saw it. I wish they brought his voice box back this week. That would have been hilarious. John, do you remember Kane with his voice box back in the day?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's hilarious.
So ridiculous.
And then all of a sudden, next week, he's just like, hi. And he's like, he can talk.
Oh, wait, he can speak.
But, I mean, I wish Elias would have gotten some moves in. Even the guitar, like we just talked about, didn't do anything to Braun Strowman. Why you... What are they making
even
him
sell
look...
the guitar straight?
Well, what are they making
man.
him... If they want Roman and Lesnar at WrestleMania, why do they have to make this guy look unbeatable?
Well, essentially, I think this was just a means to an end with the him and the Kane
Yeah, well, it needs
storyline. You know what I mean?
It needs.
I told you the Kane thing was gonna.
Oh, I love Kane. I want Kane to stick around though.
Yes, I don't.
I do.
Somebody said that he was gonna try to play like a Chris Jericho role. I don't fucking want to see that.
No, but I did hear about our SmackDown general manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna
Every
play
once in
like
a while,
yeah,
touch and
exactly.
go.
What is that? A part-time schedule. But we'll get to that when we talk to SmackDown. But I mean, Elias, this guy deserves more.
Oh, most definitely. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And there's
This
a lot
is
of
a
people.
WWE, son.
Yeah, right. We already covered one dipshit that doesn't deserve anything. Roman Reigns and Jason Jordan.
Oh,
well, there's
man.
two. I just combine them into one usually because they're worthless. No, but
Dude, poor Alicia Fox. Poor Asuka.
definitely Asuka is definitely more poor because she had it all. And now WWE's like my interest for her too is slowly dying because one, I don't get the matches that I'm used to on NXT. What is the fucking? I don't get it. NXT's 1 hour long, and yet they can still have four matches in like 25 minutes worth. It's terrible.
They're just giving people time.
Why though? Not that I want Alicia and her to have a huge long match. They can't. Alicia has like 3 moves, and that's it. And then they just scream at each other like they did.
Yeah, but they're filler matches. There's nothing to them.
And
you know what I
Asuka
mean?
doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
We don't deserve that. The people in attendance don't deserve that.
And I know we've said this 5 billion times, but I don't get the point of bringing her up to not do anything. Like, I could see if you had storylines lined up, something ready to go, bring her up, let's get this shit going.
And especially since we agree that NXT women's division isn't that strong right now.
That's
Nikki
why
Cross is probably the only one I actually think is. Oh, Ember Moon is good.
That's why I don't agree with the Riot Squad and Absolution being brought up.
Not at all.
Not to mention the fact
Rumble.
that I didn't think...
Not for a Rumble.
Yeah, definitely not for a Rumble. I definitely don't think Ruby Riott deserves main roster right now. It's not that she isn't
out
good.
Of all the other women, I think she does.
I would have
even
thought
more
Ember
than
Moon.
Sonya. Oh, I think Nikki Cross first because Nikki Cross,
both of them. But
that Nikki Cross Asuka match was amazing. I thought the last woman standing match.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great match, and she proved herself. And she has every week that she'll take losses and she still gets right up. She's like a Bray Wyatt. Why wouldn't you want to bring her up there?
And they don't have
That's
her type
heel.
of element up there either. That crazy ass brawler.
Yeah.
Well, I guess an Alicia Fox.
But she's not a brawler. She's a stick figure. She's an outie belly button too.
She's an outie.
That's for Kristen Buswell.
Jesus Christ.
But stop wasting my time with Asuka having nothing. Give
And the
her
weird,
something.
the
When
weird
was the
thing
last
with
time Nia?
So do you think Asuka will join Absolution?
I don't know. See, that's a good question. How that whole play line.
She keeps
I think
walking
Paige
back
just keeps
out of the
doing.
room.
I wish they'd kick her ass or she would join, but no way. I don't think they'll have her join. I think eventually they will kick her ass, but all the other divas will come out in time, or superstars will come out in time to attack and help beat Absolution. Because still, like I said, we haven't seen Nia for a while wrestle or do anything. I'd like to see that. Have those 3 come out and be like, Nia be like, come in. Come in. I want competition. Make her like Braun Strowman. I want competition. But, she won't be doing that. Hopefully.
That would be fucking awesome.
Honestly, again, weird. Since I watch Total Divas and pay attention to all WWE, Nia Jax.
That's not an excuse.
But,
stop using wrestling as an
Nia
excuse to watch
Jax.
Total Divas. Look, he's trying to gloss over it right now.
Nia Jax is slowly becoming
Total
my favorite female wrestler. And because she is like like hilarious, and she understands she's getting dicked over. She completely is like, I know what they've done to me. I know if people don't know that, she used to be skinnier before WWE. They made her get fatter.
Well, she posted
was always,
pictures today, I think, of her
old like fashion shows and everything.
her initial like audition.
Oh, yep.
And she was like way.
They asked her to
way
gain like
smaller.
25 pounds or something like that. I remember her saying on Ride Along one of those times.
That's pretty
And it was just like,
ridiculous.
Jesus. And then they fuck her over like this, though?
Yeah.
It's like, I'd be like, what did I do exactly?
Well, again,
Like, my
even
cousin
like-
is The Rock.
Even like
Look at the
Tamina,
other one.
though, those are people they could utilize better, and they just don't.
No. Because, I think Vince, again, I blame Vince, is still stuck on, like, he wants the girl to look attractive. He wants them to be. You can't.
Well, look
his
at, like,
thing is,
Natalia,
I can't
not to,
market.
like-
Oh yeah, exactly. But how can Vince in his eyes? I can't market Nia Jax at a like, a Slim commercial or something like
Right,
this or
right,
something. I don't want her going on Good Morning America. He even got pissed off at Alexa Bliss because she doesn't dress like someone like Maurice, where it's like fancy.
Right.
I look like I'm a champ.
Yeah.
She just would wear like black leggings and a jacket and just look like you or me. And it's like, no, you're a champion, sweetheart. You have to look the part.
It's funny with both her and Bailey. Like
Yeah.
you watch the photo shoots, and the rest of them are in like bikinis, and they're in like
Yeah,
maybe,
they're in like
shorts
the
and, a shirt and
1920s.
shit.
They'll be in this
Yeah.
shit. And Bailey, I feel bad for Bailey.
Yeah,
Terrible.
like you said, it's gonna need a face turn.
Yeah.
you're gonna have
But
to
you
do
know
that
what Vince
shit.
is going to do instead? Another draft. Here you go over to SmackDown. It's like, yeah, thanks for fucking over my life. Although when you go to Raw, that's when you get fucked over. Rhino, Slater.
So
Luke Gallows and Anderson, you didn't even get drafted. And where the fuck have you been? Honestly.
they were like the high hopes they have for some of these people when they bring them up to just completely fucking bury them. Like,
Right?
Holy shit!
There's only 2 tag teams on Raw now that I figure. There is. I mean, since the Hardys are done, since Jeff
now.
got injured,
Yeah.
it's just like Vince was like, okay, so I only have 2 tag teams. It's like, what happened to Luke Gallows and Anderson? What happened to Rhino and Slater? I know there's another. The Revival's working their way back, but still, it's like, what the hell?
Fuck the revival.
It's like your tag team division is 2 guys or 4 guys that should be singles instead. And it's like, let's just
Continuously
jam you
wrestling
together.
each other off and on.
Yeah, and then having a tag team match every once in a while.
Dude, what the fuck was Bo Dallas and Finn Balor?
That was a waste of time to me, but
We talked about this earlier. Like,
I heard the music
poor
and I was
Finn
like,
Balor. Like,
when since Finn came out, were you like, who's he fighting? Because they didn't promote it or
much,
anything.
yeah.
Because I was just like, okay, Bray Wyatt could probably be with Matt. He's doing something, so maybe it's Bray Wyatt, 50-50. But other than that, it's like, he's not fighting Elias. Elias has already got his ass kicked, unfortunately. Who's he fighting? And then you hear the Miz's
and he's
music.
had
I'm
such
like,
a
what?
mishmash of weird feuds over the last like week or 2
Yeah.
or 3 even. You don't know who the hell he's coming out to wrestle anymore.
When was the last time Bo Dallas fought on live TV?
Well, that was the other thing is like not only did Finn have to wrestle Bo, but he had to take a loss to Bo.
Yeah.
And it's like, what did Finn Balor do? And then the other thing, I looked at my wife and I'm like, I wonder how many losses it's been for Bo since
Yeah.
he got a win.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? It's got to be a
He's going
pretty
to bust
long
out the
time.
Bo leave sign
I
again?
don't know if he's Kurt Hawkins level.
Oh,
but
no. God, no.
I don't know.
What's his streak up to? Like 150 now?
It's 100 something.
Jesus. I wonder if they're making it like a Goldberg thing just backwards. It's like one night it's 150, the next
what
night
I
it's
thought it was.
175. It's like, oh, he had 25 matches over the last 12 hours.
Hey, they're counting the dark matches.
Yeah, right? But yeah, Finn Balor, good luck to you,
Poor
man.
guy. Poor guy.
I don't see him wanting to stay long if this is how he's going to get treated.
You think he goes back to Japan?
Oh, yeah. I think, and he'll convince Luke Gallows and Anderson to go easily.
And
The
they'll
only
make-
tough one is going to be AJ because he's actually getting title shots and titles.
And they'll make dough.
Oh, yeah.
They'll make fucking dough.
Easily.
Especially because the club is still huge. Imagine Finn Balor with the
With
Young Bucks
the
and
Young
Kenny
Bucks, yeah,
Omega
right.
and Bad Luck Fale
Yeah.
and fucking
He's the guy.
Tamatonga.
That's the guy that opened the dojo last week.
Yeah.
The new one or something.
The Gorillas of Destiny. But anyways, not to get off on.
Yeah, not to get our our wrestling boners up.
But
Dreaming.
dude, so I know you hate the Hardys, but you had to have been pumped for that Woken promo.
Finally. Oh yeah, I was like, finally. I saw Bray Wyatt and I was like, okay, so Matt's not in the ring or anything, and he's talking about him. Matt's going to be interrupting. I knew that, and I was like,
Yeah.
but what is he going to do? Just like, is he going to be backstage with like ice on his head from last week still, and like, it hurts? But it's like, no. Just his face as soon as you see it.
It's just fucking wacky with the with the eyes and shit.
Yeah. The deities and gods have spoken
He
to
said,
me.
I have studied at the libraries of Alexandria and had symposiums with Plato.
Just the way like he makes like changes the words too, like you said, like, my condition.
My condition.
And Bray Wyatt, your sentence? Deletion.
And anybody who is not on Twitter and following Matt Hardy's Twitter is fucking up right now. It's hilarious.
Right? You should have been following it like a year ago.
He has gone full woken. Full fucking woken.
Because Vince McMahon can own that.
Because TNA is too busy just trying to still exist.
Yeah, right. It's not like they're even going to do anything with it at all. It's just, we want to stick it to you. It's just like, I'm sorry that I wanted to go somewhere else I could make money that came on a regular basis. I didn't get paid. I remember you said one time in TNA he didn't get paid for like 2 months straight.
Ridiculous.
It's like, how? Like that's what they're living on. You're fucking his family over, not just a man. Yeah.
And Vince knew the deal. He knew that if he just waited long enough, like I said, they would be too busy
Vince
just
knows
trying
what
to
he has to
stay
do.
afloat. You know what I mean?
Make it rain.
Exactly. But like I said,
I'm buying you so you can't wrestle for those shit.
when he fucking waited, he didn't have to rain as much fucking cash on
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Yeah, it's not like a Nakamura or a Finn Balor where it's like, I know you want to stay over there, but here's an extra $250K a year.
So do you think we get Sister Abigail against Moken Matt?
We better not. We really better. And even though one of his Twitter things was that he's going after Sister Abigail and everything, I was like, like we were just talking in your kitchen. It's just like, there better not be any more Sister Abigail shit unless it's like a hologram or something. That's it.
A hologram?
Yeah.
I think that would be worse somehow.
Well, they had a match. I think it was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, like 2012 or 2013, and they had her. But it was just like they had a cage match, and the lights went out, and then there was just like smoke coming from the ring, and then they had like not like a hologram, but like a light of like a little girl talking.
Okay.
And they were playing that's just Abigail.
Was it like a hologram Tupac level?
Yeah, no, because the smoke was what they really needed. They needed that smoke more like, what I can't even describe.
Maybe they should get hologram Tupac to do it. Sister hologram
What about
Tupac.
Michael Jackson? He might pass.
Yeah, I think they get enough footage of him dancing. You know what I mean? We've already put way too much thought into that. The Bar versus the Shield. What the fuck? We've talked about this for 4 weeks now, where we just get the same cycle of these 4 assholes wrestling.
And you know what sucks? I like 3 of them a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even hate Ambrose. He's okay, but it's like enough is enough. This isn't the Usos versus the New Day, where it still is interesting to me.
Ambrose has bored the fuck out of me for 6 or 7 months now.
Is it because I've been telling
Even
you
Rollins,
how much he's boring?
Even Rollins.
I liked him better when he was a heel.
Like
again,
I haven't generally wanted to watch Rollins wrestle since WrestleMania.
Yeah, and who did he fight at WrestleMania too? Was that Triple H?
Yeah.
In that match, I didn't
slay that
about.
king, baby.
That's right.
Slay it.
That's right. That's why he's got the new nickname, the King Slayer.
The King Slayer.
It's like, okay, thank you. There's only one Jamie Lannister, you motherfucker. Come on, Game of Thrones. You even know Jamie Lannister.
They always pay their debts.
That's right.
But yeah, like I said, I am sick of watching this combination of wrestlers wrestle.
If it was good, what the fuck? I still would watch it.
Like you said, the Usos and the New Day.
Cesaro got his teeth smacked in.
Yeah, Usos and the New Day go over and over again, and it's still.
Yeah, well, they can add a lot of comedy and penitentiaries and shit to it. Oh my god, Pick.
Everyone's entering the penitentiary. All right, so let's put Raw to sleep now.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Fuck it.
Vince, take an idea from that. Put it to sleep an hour earlier. Or go back to 9 to 11, but the kiddies won't like that.
So...
SmackDown D- show.
Sammy and KO promo and RKOs.
What do you think about this? Like his old weird gimmick thing. Not gimmick, but check. Double check. Triple check. That whole thing.
I'm already
I feel like he was reaching for like. I bet that was all improv on his part too.
Yeah, but they're trying to go for catchphrases and shit.
Yeah, and like we both said when this first started, are they going to make this Jericho and KO again? Basically?
Well, that's what I think it is.
And it's just like it's a little deeper just because they know each other so
and
well.
they don't have, was it Jerry Jacobs? Who's the guy?
Oh,
the guy who wrote for Jericho.
I figured. I know who you're talking about. I figured his name.
Jerry Jacobs is probably not the name. I probably just made that fucking name
It's a
up
cool
in my
name.
head.
I like that name. I'll go by his Jerry Jacobs name.
Jerry Jacobs.
But yeah, I like both Sami Zayn and Kevin. I like this promo. I liked it. It was all right.
I like Sammy.
I don't like this when it's an
but
opening though. Like an opening, I want a big announcement or something like a big match or a big confrontation. This was nothing for me. What was the confrontation?
How is this different than like a Miz TV though?
Because look,
it's just not the opening of the show.
Yeah, I don't want that as an opening though.
Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
all right.
I like Miz TV too. Like when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
Yes.
But like again, we talked about it at the beginning of the episode. Shane has to be in the spotlight. Has to be. Why isn't the WWE title the most important thing on the WWE show? Why isn't something big happening that, maybe you want to push the women? Have the women start off. I wouldn't mind that.
Like I said, he's trying to be his dad. He's trying to be his dad and insert himself.
You have to wait.
into
You have to
these-
wait, and it's going to be Triple H who does. If they hold on to the WWE that long, Triple H is going to do what Vince McMahon did, where at the point where Triple H is on the show all week, every week, running the business, but also like going in match. I know he does matches now, but I'm talking when he's older.
Yeah.
And like Vince McMahon, it's like I remember Vince McMahon. It's just like he's a normal guy. The first time he like came out and he showed off
all
like
ripped.
I was just like, holy fuck! This guy, I know,
Steroids and a hat.
steroids and everything, but the guy was like 50 something, and it's like he has a body of like a 22-year-old bodybuilder, and it's like, Jesus Christ, he could hang in the ring easily.
Oh man.
But I mean, Shane. Take a step back.
Again, we just insert Randy Orton randomly somewhere.
RKO out of nowhere, right?
Can't go a fucking week without having Randy Orton on TV. God for fucking bid.
And I hate when they do this kind of thing with people's finishing moves, where they make it like so hurtful. Like after the commercial, and Kevin's like, I don't even remember anything, and it's just like. So he hit it so hard on you. I mean, there's other times guys get hit and they kick out at 2.
Yeah.
But you basically have a concussion. You're almost
blacked out.
talking like,
You
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
blacked out.
It's like, just because it was out of nowhere, right? And
Well, it was out of fucking nowhere, Dan.
I mean, I know the camera.
It was out of nowhere.
But usually I can hear when the crowd is like, someone's
Yeah,
coming. You can
yeah,
hear
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I didn't hear it this time because I was really like, oh shit, that actually was out of nowhere on me.
I feel like they're getting really good at deadening the crowd when they
Yeah,
want
it's a
to.
lot easier now too.
Yeah.
I think just turn the lights down this way, put a hood on the dude as he runs into the ring. Better than like
a hood on
Undertaker, where it's like, well, I loved it, but it's like he'd just pop up. It's like he's under the ring the first like 20 minutes of the show,
Yeah,
waiting
for
there.
real.
Him and Mankind, just like I remember Mankind one time was under the ring. He said for like 2 hours, and that was it was a pay per view that the power went out. And he didn't know. He was under the ring the whole fucking time, just sitting there with his snacks, with his book that he was reading,
Yeah,
waiting.
that's
And I'm like,
hilarious.
I've always wanted to see under a ring. And I remember when I did one time, I was just like, there's not that much. I thought there was more room.
Yeah.
I thought it was, like a good 2 feet down, like closer to the center of the ring underneath. But it's like, no, there's maybe like a step down. And it's like, you're still crawling on your hands and there's a bunch of shit under there. So you're really like,
I'm
crawling.
saying, yeah.
And I'm like, damn.
The Singh
Those people
brothers,
back in the day had a tough time. Oh, yeah.
they were talking about having to sit under the ring for long periods of time and shit. Saying they brought bottles to pee in and
Yep,
like,
yep.
stuff like that.
Damn, I could not do that.
Jeez, that long, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like an hour or two underneath the
It's like,
ring.
I better be getting paid extra
Take
tonight
some-
for
I know, right?
Take some
basically.
beef jerky with
Especially
your
if
son.
I'm going to fall asleep more than likely.
Dude, it's like
And I can't imagine
the
it sounds
never-ending
nice
story.
under there when you just keep hearing like bodies slamming
Yeah,
that mad.
yeah.
I'd be like, da-da.
He gets halfway through his PBJ.
Yeah.
And he's like, I gotta save it for the rest of the journey.
Fucking gets it all over his face and doesn't even know as he gets out. He's bleeding. That looks like jelly.
He has to fight the rock monster. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, but
Talking about fucking Aiden English getting his career back. Just sticking him with Rusev.
this pisses me off a lot. Almost as much as Elias.
Well, that's what I was gonna say that to you because the New Day losing. What are they doing to lose
And
to
then
Rusev?
adding them to the title match.
Yeah, to Rusev.
I'm like,
fucking
what the
Aiden
fuck
English.
is wrong with Fashion Police?
Do you think it coincides with Rusev getting his first shirt? Getting his Rusev
That
Day
was
shirt?
cool. Look, I love this whole Rusev. I love how it's like picked up. It's kind of like when Fandango came in. It was all the dancing and
Yeah.
everything. It's like the guy sucks, but everyone's like, "Hey, whatever. We're gonna push you." 'cause
I'm
it's
into
sick."
it. I'm into it.
Right? That's it. I feel like they're doing that with Rusev, which sucks because I like Rusev as a wrestler and everything.
Yeah.
Just like he's good. Aiden English, it's just we both said it. He was fucked when Simon his old gimmick died. I like Aiden English too, and he can be funny sometimes.
That
but-
sucks when your tag partner is racist and ruins your whole career.
Yeah, right. He's just starting to do indie shows, I think, too. So, I mean, or not just starting, but
Yeah, he's got a
been
bunch
doing
of
it.
shirts on Wrestle Tees.
yeah,
and
I know
shit.
he had the 90-day like wait thing that WWE has you sign when you do a contract. But Rusev Day, like I don't know why they got this W. I do love, again, a little kid just sitting there with his face up in a big
box.
pancake. Bam!
That's because he's
Yeah,
just shaking
he's
the
shaking
box,
it, yeah.
and it's just like
I was like,
slowly comes out
yeah.
and smacks. the
I
kid
love
in
it
the
too.
face.
I was just like a giant ass pancake too. Like Kofi's running around like, hey,
and he just
flinging him.
boom, dude. Someone's getting so much pancake in the face,
Right? I wonder if that's real pancake though. Like, what
Oh,
is
of course
it? You
it
think
is.
so?
They're not gonna hand out fake pancake and have somebody eat it and die.
I didn't see anyone eat it. Did they eat it?
Dude, I would be eating that New Day pancake.
I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of pancakes. I mean, if I flung them like that, I think they're gonna rip.
Well, they were ripping, dude. They
Yeah.
were ripping, all right?
And then they were stuck in a
Ripping
box.
and
And this
tearing.
little kid is just—it's basically to me. I'm not even gonna say it because we're on Facebook. Never mind.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Stop it, Dan.
Yeah,
Stop
but
it, Dan.
the New Day still entertain me and everything. I just don't understand why Rusev and this guy get a. I'd rather see. I mean, personally,
shirt.
it's me being
The
biased.
shirt, the trap push shirt.
How many
sales.
shirts have Fashion Police had since they started up? They're huge. Like I want to
I feel
only
like
go
they're
to the show.
bigger. I feel like they're bigger in like a YouTube setting than they are
Exactly,
on
but
TV.
give them give them a chance. And I'd say because there was no. I mean, I might have missed it, but I didn't see a Fashion Files this week.
Nope.
Yeah, again, another week that we don't get it. I want to go to the show in Boston in December. It is December. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
It's actually like, is it this
month?
weekend?
It's
No, it's the weekend after, right? The 15th or something like that, yeah. Anyways, I want to go there just to stat like terrible chance, and I know you would help me.
Dan just wants to get.
And that
kicked
means
out.
no, we're not going to get kicked out because I'm going to be sitting up way up, so that way no kids are up there. All the kids are down in the lower section, and that's where you
Do they
can't
even
say
sell
anything.
the upper seats?
If they'll try to, but eventually they give up. But there's plenty of seats still,
Yeah.
and I'm talking as long as we're further up than closer to the ring, I can scream the things I want. But I'm not screaming anything bad. I'm just saying give Fashion Files a chance. You know,
And then 4 beers in turns into fuck you guys.
No. It'd still be Fashion Files, tag team titles. And it's like, come on. But, I just hate, like, why? Why couldn't they be added to this instead? What is it? New Day? Oh, that's right. Chad, it's a 4-way match. I keep forgetting about. Why are they turning them heel, by the way? Shelton Benjamin and Gable.
Yeah.
They're doing it. They're gonna do it. I mean, there was little things this week, but what I don't understand is like, why? I mean, they're supposed to. If I was Shelton Benjamin, I'd be pissed by now already. First, you partnered me up with a guy I don't know.
Fucking Chad Gable.
Oh yeah, exactly. They both have every right to, especially because I think they try to talk people into tag teaming by like using the Outlaws as an excuse. You know the room of the Outlaws that they just got thrown together.
Yeah.
That's it. They weren't like they were both two guys going nowhere, and they're like, hey, let's put you together, and then it turns into gold. That's what they like to use, I figure, with all these guys. And they'll try to use the bar now because look how good the bar is, and it's like no, the bar sucks and it's fucking old. I don't want the bar. There's a commercial now too that like talks about the bar, and I'm like, it's like WWE but better.
But it's better.
But I just don't understand why they added Rusev and Aiden English.
It's just a weird way to try to insert Rusev.
More
into-
comedy, I feel. And you know what? It's just like the New Day. I don't know if the New Day will win titles soon again. They probably will. They'll probably keep going Usos New Day with titles. But the Udays. That was good. The New Day and Fashion Files. Shut up! I can't even stop.
Uday, dude.
The Uday Penitentiary Zone. No. The New Day, I almost did it again.
Hey, John.
Yo.
Yeah. The New Day and the Fashion Files both can be on TV without being in a match or a titles. And that's what sucks. It's like you get punished because you're good off the mic. You don't. That's not how it used to be. What the hell would The Rock been if he fucking never had any matches? Because he was great on the mic.
But the worst. Well, that's the worst part about it. It's not like they're bad wrestlers
No,
either.
not at all.
It's not an Enzo thing.
Breeze was huge in NXT.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he was going to be a main event level guy, but U.S. Championship, find a partner to tag with,
You
maybe.
got the million belts. Start
Right?
filling them out with new talent.
Well, it just brings up, again, Ty Dillinger, someone else that's going through the process slowly of getting fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd rather see him in that U.S. Championship match than Dolph Ziggler. Make it a 4-way. Hey, another 4-way match. Let's go back to these 4-way matches all the time.
We'll talk about Ziggy Babes in a minute.
I liked what he did this week. I thought it was kind of funny, but...
The Bludgeon Bros against Jobbers.
Jobbers, what are their names?
James and Josh Carr.
Thank you. Wait, were they brothers? Holy shit, that's all. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Carr Brothers.
I also may have heard it wrong.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Wasn't really paying attention.
Why? I hate squash
What is the
matches.
weird thing with him having to smack Rowan every match?
Oh yeah, I don't understand that.
That's
It's kind
a
of,
weird
you know what? It's
fetish
kind of like
thing.
Festus back in the day with the ding.
Oh man, John, you gotta look up some good Festus material
Jeez.
sometimes.
Just look up his face for.
Just the difference between them and now.
Yeah,
you know what I
right?
mean? Like going from literally like an Of Mice and Men kind of character. You know what I mean?
bunny.
Luke Gallows.
Put the bunny down, Lenny.
Yeah, but he was
His name
known
was
as
Festus. WWE Festus.
Okay.
It should just be a picture
Dude,
of.
the second you look up WWE Festus, you're gonna laugh at the picture that comes up.
That's Luke Gallows,
Yeah.
right? The actual guy,
Okay.
but
All right. Okay.
You check you out some Festus, my dude. Yeah, the blood.
I see one of them.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
So anytime whenever the bell rang, John, he'd go into like a like angry state of mind where he'd actually wrestle,
Oh, jeez.
and then it wouldn't happen until the bell rings again that he'd go back to that state of mind.
Oh, my
That
God.
state of mind. But yeah,
It just gives me shivers thinking of that.
the Bludgeon
doofus.
Brothers thing is starting to get old already. I knew it was gonna happen. but
You want them to beat the shit out of someone? Put the Fashion Files against them. Fuck.
yeah, I know. Over
Just give them a match over jobbers.
Jobbers.
Over the Car
Yeah.
Bros.
the car bros. The investors that I said I was talking to you earlier when Graves was like Jimmy or Paul or doesn't matter because
Doesn't
it's
matter.
about to be dead.
He's gone.
Oh man.
And
What is up with the all of a sudden jobbers are back? Jobbers were gone for a long time.
they don't have enough wrestlers? I didn't know that, right? Jesus Christ, throw me Dillinger and someone else in a tag team if you're not going to give me Faster File. I don't want jobbers ever.
You think they're hoping
Blue
for
Pants
another
was the only
Ellsworth?
jobber I wanted. And she turned out. I love that. I just love how it's like a remix of it. And just some guy doing it.
It's Big Cass doing it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
She wrestles for Shimmer Women's Athletes, I believe.
I remember she went somewhere and that like WWE actually gave her a farewell thing. Like, thank you, Blue Pants, for all the times you've helped us out in NXT. And I'm like, I liked watching her more than Sasha Banks sometimes. I'm like, I'd rather just hear the song, to be honest with you, because I'm like, yeah. I just want to walk down that aisle. Do the Ric Flair strut too.
She does like cosplay stuff. She comes out.
Oh, don't
She
tell me
dresses
that.
as like a Vault character when she comes out, John, from Fallout.
Kinky.
That's what those blue pants are from. You know what I
But
mean?
I don't want to get off. Let's go back to the blue brand. I did something we talked about. Did you notice that Luke Harper learned how to do the finisher better? He wasn't like, I mean, he wasn't like Rowan still, but he was.
Yeah, there
at
wasn't
least
a bent arm in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And it's just like, oh, good. And I mean, the jobber looked good taking it, the car bro, but
He wasn't going to take a Carbro arm with
No,
him.
God, no. I'd like to see their finishing move.
Dude, what is it?
Carburetor.
Corbin and Rude was such a weird.
I wish those two would
And have
fun.
Ziggler in it. I feel like we've had Rude and Ziggler. Let's kind of end it and split them. I don't know if this is a way to split them slowly.
I was saying to my friend, who shall rename Anonymous, I think this is a collusion by Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
A collusion.
Yeah, he's colluding with his son to make the United States title mean shit, so that the IC title means more for Mr. Roman Reigns.
Dude, you were the 9/11 truther of the WWE.
I want the truth. There is a truth, and I deserve to know it.
Dan is like the Alex Jones of the wrestling podcast world.
But it's all because of Vince McMahon.
Blue Pants is going to turn everyone gay, and Vince McMahon wants you to kill your mother.
Well, I hope Blue Pants doesn't go that way, but
Anyways,
Vince McMahon is Bush. No.
you really think Vince McMahon does not care about black people? Do you really think it goes that deep?
I think because how deep Vince McMahon is in Roman Reigns. But don't forget how deep Rock is in Vince McMahon. So there's a connection. It's a centipede. It's a human centipede. And it's got this one goes on
Who's
for
at the
more
head
than
of,
there's more
so
than 3.
Roman is at the head of the human centipede?
I don't know where Roman is. See, that's the tough part.
Or
like
is Vince
the
at the
beginning
head of
is Roman. The beginning is Roman. And then there's Vince. But The Rock has to come in because he's Roman's nephew, uncle, or whatever.
So,
and then now Shane's coming in.
Hold on, no.
There's too many McMahons and too
so
many Rocks.
who is shitting in Roman's mouth, and is there anyone shitting in Vince's mouth?
Well, then, yeah, Roman would be shitting in Vince's mouth because Vince is behind Roman.
Okay.
And oh, you know what? Now I have to rethink that.
So there's a hierarchy.
There is a hierarchy. Everything is a hierarchy.
Then you got the good end of it, right?
Yeah. Well, Vince McMahon is supposed to be at the top where he doesn't have to eat any shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You
but
would think
the
that
Rock
Vince
has to shit in his mouth because he's got so much power now. The Rock, and soon he'll be president by 2020.
Dude, anyone who votes for The Rock is a fucking asshole.
If he actually runs, which I think he has said he will, Michael Bublé is speaking, but it will happen. I think if he runs, he wins.
The weather outside is frightful.
Everything's frightful.
Fire is so delightful.
But yeah, there's a human centipede of the WWE. But
we're gonna have to we're gonna have to illustrate this. Is there
the main point?
Is there anybody who's good at drawing out there who can illustrate us a good human centipede?
The main point is
mainly
Vince
was
set
Vince getting his ass eaten like groceries, eating the booty like groceries.
Well, you do know there was a Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So I wouldn't put it past Vince for someone to be like, eat my shit. Eat.
He's gonna puke.
You know what?
He's gonna puke.
So you watch some of the network shows that just come on the network, right? Did you see the Kurt Angle one where it's like the WWE 24 Kurt Angle when it like follows him coming back to WWE? Oh, okay. So at one point he's going into Vince McMahon's office with Triple H and camera guys, and Vince stops Triple H, stops the camera guys, get out, just to talk to Kurt Angle alone.
Yeah.
You know what he was doing? Eat my shit, Kurt.
He's like, do you see this Tootsie Roll?
He is.
It's
that
not
kind of
Tootsie
person.
Roll. It's my shit.
That's why I think he hates Enzo Amore, because Enzo is Vince when he was younger. He's so full of himself that his character becomes who he is.
Yeah, basically.
And that's who Vince McMahon is. He's the.
He's a roided up 60-year-old guy, 70-year-old guy.
70 now, I think. Yeah. But
John Bublé.
Bublé? Oh, all right.
But anyways, let's get back to the Blue Brand.
By the way, just so you know, if we can keep it under an hour 25, we won't have any issues uploading to SoundCloud due to
what are we
time
at now?
Restrictions. No, we're doing good.
Oh,
We're doing
okay.
good.
Yeah, because we're basically done with SmackDown. Yeah,
We're like 52 minutes. So we're doing
yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good, baby. But yeah, like I said, the Corbin and Rude thing, it's weird. It's
a
thrown
waste of
together
time.
in slapdash. I hate it.
Vince wants us to hate it, so
We do.
we hate it. And I love Corbin, which sucks too.
You fucking Building 7. Building 7, man. Charlotte versus Tamina. Tamina was so... It was like watching Charlotte wrestle a robot.
Yeah, it sucks too, because Charlotte does her best to make people look good. Charlotte doesn't need anyone to make her look good, but
But it helps.
give her
if
some
you-
help,
if you-
right?
yeah.
I mean, I think Carmella would have done better than Tamina in this match. Tamina looked so stiff.
Yeah.
She was a 2x4.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, God damn it, Tamina, I'd try to back you up. And you know what? I blame it on her fucking song changing. It's not that anymore, though, man.
It should be.
It's got a little bit of Lana's beat in it now, too, and everything. Damn it.
Sorry.
But it just sucks. I wish they want us to hate the women. I feel like it's going stale because they're making it stale.
Speaking of stale,
By the way, is Becky Lynch injured? Is she really injured? I haven't read anything about her, but she's been off basically TV, except like an appearance here where she gets punched and it's like, oh, she's down for the night.
I haven't read
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
I have not read shit.
I love Becky as a wrestler. She was really good, and especially when she
another
had to
waste of
work
talent.
with someone good though.
Yeah, definitely. Orton versus Zayn with the Nakamura entrance.
I mean, we both knew Nakamura was going to be this other partner.
What a
Although I
weird
was questioning if John Cena would be him.
What a weird fucking card for Clash of Champions.
That's why I remember when we were talking about, hey, should we go to the Clash of Champions? And we were both like, let's see what the card's like first. There's not a match on there that I really care for.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the championship match, the women's championship match, it's a Lumberjill match now, and it's like, okay,
AJ is
I like those two.
wrestling, right?
AJ versus Jinder.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Genderoids.
in that match, I don't know where they're gonna go, but I feel like they're done with their Genderoids feeling now. I don't think they're gonna give it back to him.
No.
But I think there's a little change, even though the popular indie show happened today, right, or yesterday.
I have no fucking clue.
Oh yeah, Triple H first. He beat up the Shield. Sasha and Paige, I think, became the first women ever to wrestle in India.
Huh.
Ever like a match or UAE? What the hell is that? Is that?
United Arab Emirates.
Oh, okay, that's what. Yeah, that's where it was the first time ever a woman fought there.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, and it was a big show. It was Mahal versus Triple H was the main event and everything. And I was like, I wonder if they're just done with Mahal after this. And that's why they got rid of the Singh brothers, although they were on the live show last night.
Bucci says, what do you think about turning the ring into a ball pit? Just for one match.
Well, since you're watching, who would be in this match?
Yeah, who would be in the ball pit match? The McDonald's ball pit match.
Oh,
That'd be so
I think.
sick.
I mean, has everyone had one of those matches already?
That
I've
would
had plenty of fights in the McDonald's ball pit back in the day.
That would
There
be
must be one out there. I'm gonna look now.
That would be a definite DDT Pro.
There's plenty of things I would love to fill the ring with instead of that shit, but. And I mean, there's the stupid
Pumpkin
idea.
pie mix. A whole ring of fucking pumpkin pie mix.
Now you're getting me
bitch.
hungry.
Everyone's getting power bombs of the pumpkin pie.
How about an apple? But ball pit ring, that'd be kind of fun. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, someone's going down hard.
Yeah, like all those balls, like getting frog splashed on all those balls. I mean, just laying there, you're gonna be uncomfortable. But
So many points.
Jesus!
But that's SmackDown for you.
Smack it down. Oh, we didn't even talk about the Nakamura and shit and everything.
Well, no, we talked about it.
No, we just
how
talked about how it's
fucking-
random.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
thrown together. It's
I
like,
don't know what to think about this card.
no. But you know that match I actually care the most about, and I don't care that much about it, even though it has Nakamura and Owens, two guys I am blue for SmackDown.
I'm blue for.
That's right,
You're fucking weirdo.
blue for.
Classic match. Do do do.
Classic match.
Do do do. Classic match. Do 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 do. Classic fucking match. Bop bop. So
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have The Rock versus the WWF champion Mankind in an I Quit match from the Royal Rumble 1999.
now this was a golden era for me, dude. This was really when I loved
This was
wrestling.
the thick of it.
It was awesome.
It was so
watching
violent and crazy,
And as even WCW for me, WCW, ECW, WWE.
I was an
I was in
ECW,
heaven.
WWE, WWF guy.
Yeah,
at this
I was
time.
in heaven.
So
It was great.
you were the first one to point out to me the amazing series of matches that lead up
Yeah,
and precede this. Even
yeah.
this is like a good 4 to 6 months of
an actual
awesome
storyline and rivalry.
Awesome feud. Yeah.
Exactly. When feuds happened.
Yeah. I forget. I completely forgot how good The Rock was on the mic.
Yeah. Oh my God, this match too. It was great.
Well, just every single everything that came out of his mouth was a catchphrase. Everything. Even from the smell of The Rock's
And it was never looking at a wrist to read it either.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he was just spitting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He rhymes what he spits and he spits what he rhymes.
Spit on fire.
I spit on fire.
And the best part is anyone who like reads into wrestling stuff knows that a lot of what The Rock did for finishing moves and for a character was pretty much to just try to make The Undertaker a great character.
Yeah.
They were just trying to make him laugh.
Yeah.
The People's Elbow
Yeah.
was just literally a move he did to try to make The Undertaker laugh. And one night, Mick Foley was like, I bet you won't do that stupid elbow thing on TV. And he was like, oh, I will.
You dare him, and he's like, well, now I have to do it.
But the Rudy Poo candy ass.
Right? Everything just
SmackDown
since my
hotels.
baby left me.
The SmackDown Hotel, dude.
Bells will be ringing.
Holy shit.
Ding.
One of my favorite things about The Rock was just seeing how he came up as such a heel, like that. He would get booed
Everybody
all
fucking
the fucking
hated
time.
him.
Yeah.
Everybody
Dude, he got
hated
booed
him.
He got
so
booed right
hard
from the
when he
beginning
first-
when he
Yeah.
showed up in his like blue,
blue
like,
outfit, yeah.
Rocky
Rocky
Maivia. It's like, I'm making my dad proud, and everyone was like, this guy's a joke.
This guy sucks.
Yeah. I think he won the IC
Here-
title within like 2 weeks or something like that.
Really?
In his first career, yeah.
Well, that's how you kill somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
to
like
hear-
someone else.
To hear the running joke thing about him just trying to make the Undertaker laugh just kind of blew my mind. I only heard that just a few weeks ago when we were watching that match, and I was like, I had no idea that was The Rock's background.
Do you know what freaks out the Undertaker?
What?
Cucumbers.
Is that for real?
Yeah. People would put
confirm it on
cucumbers in his boots, and he'd get bullshit. Like, oh, he hates the feel of it. That's what it was or something. It was like a texture thing. Paul Bearer used to do it to him all the time.
Do they have to be sliced or is it like
I don't
a
know.
whole
I didn't.
cucumber?
I never read about that, but he hates like cucumbers, and he would
Cucumber slices.
people would put. Oh yeah, someone say
So many articles.
No.
So
just a picture I saw over here.
Cucumbers.
It's just the Undertaker and then like a giant cucumber. He hates them.
I'll get
man.
like a thing set up next week where you can see what I'm looking at on Google. So we'll make that happen, and we should be okay.
and Mick Foley at this point is my fucking hero.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Mick Foley, man. I was really excited
Mick
to talk about this
Foley
match.
was awesome, and it still is awesome.
And the Mankind entity is my favorite.
I love the Mankind entity at this point where it's like he's a bad guy, but he's also a good guy.
Yeah, because he's like that weird.
Yeah,
like,
he's still gonna grab his hair and everything, but then he's gonna be like, "I just want to be your friend with Mr. Sacco," and it's like, "Oh my god, this guy's the shit."
for a guy who always says he doesn't want to be remembered as the guy who pulled a sock out of his pants. That's pretty much what he's gonna get remembered.
You know, do you remember where Mr. Sacco first appeared?
No,
It was the episode when Vince McMahon was in the hospital. Stone Cold put him in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
Undertaker Kane put him in the hospital with like they broke. It's like next week he's in the hospital. And Mick Foley just took his sock off in the room, put it on his hand. They drew on it. And like Vince was like, okay, and then he didn't. It's Mr. Sacco, and that's where he grew. And it just like the next week they said there was Austin 316 signs. Then there was Mr. Sacco signs.
now this is post Hell in a Cell, right? With him and the Undertaker. That was '98.
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he hadn't won the title by that. Well, when he was fighting the Undertaker.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so I got visions
Shout-
of him throwing himself off.
Shout outs to Bucci for calling out when his tooth came out of his nose from the drop off the cage.
Oh, the Hell in the Cell.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I
It went
watched
through
that.
his
That was
lip
crazy.
into his nose. That was sick.
I remember watching that.
Yeah.
I got nauseous seeing that.
And you know, that's what everyone doesn't like. He didn't. He's like when I went through the cage and hit the mat, it didn't hurt. When that fucking steel chair came down with
Yeah.
me and smacked my face, you bet your ass it hurt. It's like, damn.
Now,
we're not going to talk about that match right now. Let's stick to the.
We are going to talk about shots to the head with a chair, though.
Oh
That's
my
what I'm saying.
Oh, well, there's the shots.
Can we
to
talk
the
about
head.
sheer amounts of chair shots in this fucking
even the
match?
electricity thing. Like, okay, first off, I wanted to talk about this. The security guy is up there trying to block all these kids around, and you can clearly hear him say to one of them, "Back the fuck away, or you're out, dickhead." Because like the Rock, they were walking. They went up that ladder.
Yeah.
And they're walking on it. Like I thought they were walking on like a thin thing, but they're actually walking on like a good like 3x4 like
It's a
platform.
catwalk.
Yeah, exactly.
I call it a catwalk.
And I mean, if I was there, I'd be trying to reach for the Rock and pat him on the back too and everything. But the guy, the security guy, he was huge, always a WWE security guy, and he's usually around the ring, but he's up there personally, probably because it's like, we don't know. So the guy.
Well, that shit never
everyone
happens
reaches for him.
anymore.
And
We don't get those
No.
weird like into the crowd shit. Do you think
No.
that's like a liability thing?
Oh yeah, because plenty of people would sue
Everyone gets
nowadays.
sued.
You can't do anything.
You can't
anything
have
nowadays.
Rob Van Dam jumping into crowds of people.
Oh,
anymore.
sad to hear about Rob Van Dam never coming back to WWE again. I read that and I was just like, oh.
I don't blame him, dude.
No, well, he
can make
wanted
his
to.
money. You know what I mean?
But WWE doesn't want him back anymore.
No.
They say he's too unhealthy. There's things that we don't know that they say they find, but I don't know if it's WWE making excuses.
Right.
It's that bastard Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
All right.
But
Building 7.
the real point I was
Building
talking,
7.
the real point I was talking about was
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Mankind when he fell to the electricity thing and it blew up. Like someone was, he's broken in half, and I'm like, no, Hell in a Cell, he was broken in half.
Yeah.
This was planned.
He's electrified.
Yeah, I love it.
with bad
I just
pyro.
love it's like, my God, I think I had better firecrackers when I was like 4th of July and 12.
Now, from what I've read, it was basically like he traded chair shots for his kids getting a trip to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Basically, it was like, all right, we need you to take 9 chair shots. He's like, how about 5? And they're like, how about 6? And he's like,
How about
all right,
9?
7, and that's it. You know what I mean?
And one real good last one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, so you mean 8?
Shrewd one, WWE.
Well, you've seen the video of like the behind the scenes when like Mick Foley goes backstage and his kids are there
His
like
kids are there. Yeah.
they're
And that
scared
was
shitless, and I'd be like, oh my God, I don't know how I'd feel if I just saw my dad get his ass like, I think he's dead.
that was his choice to have his kids there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's so fucked up.
It's a good thing they turned out normal.
Really? You think?
Wow.
Who's to say what normal is? You know what I mean?
Exactly. But I mean, there wasn't much fighting in this match either. I mean, you
it's
got
a
your
beatdown.
usual shit. Before.
Yeah.
I like the table breaking when he was trying to do the rock bottom and everything, and they just played it off. You even see Rock like climbing over, like, "You give up, you son of a bitch." Oh, hell, Rock.
You're a piece of trailer bark monkey trash.
The Rock on the mic there was. I even like when he just went over and grabbed some mic and everything. He's just like, all right, we're here at the SmackDown Hotel just talking. It's like, Jay King, what are you talking to me? He's just like sitting there pointing, and then Mankind comes over. I was trying to tell you the whole time.
Not even with the chair shots, but the chair shots when he was handcuffed make me cringe so bad. And he was saying that they hurt so much more because he couldn't brace himself like he normally does. It is you start to realize how much they're sacrificing their bodies to entertain like 14-year-old kids at the time. You know
Tell
what
me
I mean?
about concussions when you're watching that video. Nowadays, it's like you can't even touch on them on the shoulder. But this guy's taken 9 in one match.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my bad.
Now we can talk about going up the ramp, how brutal that was, because he kept getting the shots up the ramp.
Oh, yep.
So apparently he was supposed to take one last one on the ramp, and then he would turn around, Rock would hit him, he'd be out, and they would play the recording. But apparently he got hit, turned around to give the signal of don't hit me anymore, and the Rock just walked around him and just whacked him with the chair again, which is fucking crazy to me.
I do remember that, especially the Rock walking around. Like, oh, no, you're getting hit.
But it's like you said, they play that fucking insane recording of him saying, I quit. I quit!
I quit!
I quit!
It's like,
Sounded so fucking bad.
especially the way the Rock kind of just like, builds up to it. Now you will say those words.
Yeah, exactly. Get back to the ring and crown the fucking
Get the
champ.
fucking champion's belt. Just stand over him, and then like Mick Foley's like, I'm actually in pain, and you're standing over me like a dick.
But yeah, and his kids got Disneyland. Dad
got scared shitless, then they got Disneyland.
Dad got CTE.
I don't think I could accept
and
that.
they got Disneyland.
I better be staying in like the Prince suite or something.
For real.
I just watched my dad die.
I want to stay in Walt Disney's bedroom.
Right? It's like every time I see The Rock, that motherfucker better come over and like kiss my hand too. Doing that to my daddy.
All right. Well, that was this week's classic match. If you guys want to see any other classic matches, let us know.
Yeah.
Get on the
Definitely
Facebook.
look into this one too.
Yeah, we're on Twitter.
The rivalry, like you
One
said, too.
Pinfall Cast. We're on Facebook.
Faceballs.
Facebook, One Pinfall Podcast. Obviously,
Yeah,
you're
Faceball.
watching us here on the Faceball. Let us
I
know
love
what
it. The
matches.
Facebook.
Yeah, as your grandmother would say.
My mother just called it the Facebook the other day. I was like, never call it that.
Let us know what matches you want to see. But other than that, all right, thanks for watching this week. This has been The One, a Pinfall, a podcast, a peace, bitches.